Hello all. Today we will try to solve the problem which I have stated yesterday. That is the rabbits problem. Okay, let us have a brief look at this picture. So I said that initially there were one pair of rabbits. So if you carefully look here, there are one pair of young rabbits here. I would mark it with another color. One pair of young rabbits here. Okay. After certain duration, they are becoming adults and they are going to give a pair of reproduce a, a pair of rabbits again. Okay, young rabbits. So now here there is one pair of rabbit and here there is one pair of rabbit, and at this line if you see there are two pairs of rabbits. There are two pairs of rabbit. One is the parent rabbits and another one is the young rabbits. Then again after certain time, okay, these rabbits are again going to reproduce, giving birth to two young rabbits. Meanwhile, the rabbits which were there in the first litter are going to become adults. Okay, so at this particular line you have three pairs of rabbits. Three pairs of rabbits. Now, in this three pair of rabbits, two pair of rabbits are adults and one pair of rabbits are young rabbits. Okay. So, these two pair of rabbits again give birth to two pairs. Okay. This parent pair will giving birth to one pair and these are also going to give birth to another pair. Okay. Meanwhile, the young rabbits in the preceding litter are going to become adult rabbits over here. Okay. And the parent rabbits in the preceding iteration will be also counted here. There are total of three adult rabbits over here, rabbit pairs over here. So again they are going to give rise to siblings, which I will mark it in green, young rabbits. They are going to give birth to young rabbits. Okay. Thus, young rabbits in the preceding litter are going to become adults over here, and the adults which are there in the previous iteration will always be there. So, these are, I mark it with red, dark red, previous litter adults. Okay, dark red, and this is also previous litter adults. Okay, the young ones which are there are going to also become uh, adults over here in the preceding litter. Young ones which are there are going to become adults over here. So if you see carefully, you can see that in this particular pattern there are only five pairs. If you observe closely, it is five pairs, and in the last iteration you can see that it is 8 pairs. If you count it, will account to 8 pairs. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this continues so on and so forth. Okay, infinitely. But we have a time limit of 10 years, which I have mentioned in the problem. And for every 4 months this is happening, which I have told. So how many 4 months will be there in 10 years? For every 4 months it is happening. Okay, kind of reproducing a pair of babies. The adults are reproducing a pair of rabbits. So how many 4 months are there in 10 years? Okay, the number of 4 months. In 1 year there are 3 4 months. So in 10 years there will be 30. Okay, in 10 years there will be 30. In 10 years there will be 30 number of, what you can say, 4 months. So this has to be continued for 30 times. So the first, if you see, watch closely. Okay, first one pair is there. So if you add these two, you are getting this one. Add preceding two numbers, you are getting the present number 2. 1 plus 1 is 2, and if you see it closely, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 5, preceding two numbers, wherever you are there. For suppose I am in this row. Okay, if you add 3 plus 5, okay, the preceding two rows, how many pairs are there? You are getting 8 here. You can count it. So 8 pairs means 16 rabbits. So this continues. We have to iterate this for 30 times. That is the logic behind it. So this particular type of numbers is called Fibonacci numbers. Rabbit breeding happens, follows the same rule if the death rate is neglected. So we are going to apply the same thing. First of all, there should be two numbers, and the two numbers addition is accounted in the succeeding row, and here 1 plus 2, the preceding. So it accounts to that. If suppose I consider this as fn, the present number, okay, suffix, n is the present thing, you can see that it is fn is equal to fn minus 1 plus fn minus, very very important. Okay, suppose number, that means the number of pairs in this particular, okay, row can be given by adding the preceding number of pairs, preceding number of pairs, preceding two number of pairs, that is fn minus 2 plus fn minus 3. That is, if you take this one, it has 3 pairs, so it is f3 is equal to, okay, f3 is equal to, suppose that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Actually it is 4, right? f4. If you start from 0, it is f0, f1, f2, f3. So f3 is equal to f2 plus f1. Okay, so f2 here is, so this is f0, this is f1, okay, and this is f2. Okay, f2 here is 2 and f1 is 1. So you are going to get 3 pairs. Similarly, we can obtain out after 30 iterations, okay, how many number of rabbits are there, that many number of rabbits will be there after the end of 10 years. Okay, because 1 year has 3 times